3 ways to choose a man more wisely. First of all, you're going to make a list of 3 things you really want him to be. Financially independent, animal lover, athletic. Then you're going to make a list of your 3 non-negotiables, like he cannot be a smoker, or he cannot have a different religion than I have. The good thing with these short lists is that it's way easier to focus on what you actually want. Number 2, be happy no matter what. You have to be happy first with what is in your life, and only then you can attract the right love. And number 3, make sure that when you meet a man that he's commitment worthy. Sometimes you just fall into a relationship because you feel something so strong, but there may come a day that you don't feel so in love. And that is when your commitment to him will show if he's worth your effort. These are 3 ways to start your relationship right. The most important thing is to know how to set your boundaries. Just like you keep the door of your house locked, and if somebody wants to enter, they first have to ring the bell, and then it's up to you to decide if you want to let that person in your home. You're going to do the same in your romantic relationships. You're not just going to let any man have access to your heart until he has proven that he has earned your love. The second thing you're going to do is you're going to treat that man exactly how he treats you. If he texts you once a day, you're not going to text him 3-4 times a day because you have this need to show him that you care. And if he shows you that he's busy on the weekends with his friends, you're going to do the same because you're giving to this relationship exactly how much he's giving you. So the rules are, the more he shows you through his actions that he wants to be with you, the more you can allow yourself to be available for him. And the third thing to remember is not to jump too fast to conclusions about this man. Because maybe you've been looking for a relationship and perhaps he ticks all the boxes you have on your wish list, which makes you idealize this man, and it's easy to jump to conclusions that he could be your future husband. But a man in the beginning plays a role. Obviously he shows his best side because he wants to impress you and he wants to win your love. But after 3 to 6 months, when he doesn't feel the urge anymore to win you over with every little action he takes, then you wait and see if he still brings you flowers every Friday, and if he still shows you that he wants to invest in you. These are 3 ways to talk to your man in order to get what you want. The most important thing when you talk to him is to ask specific for what it actually is that you want. And to do that, you always start your talk with something positive. For example, you want him to clean the backyard because it's been a mess for months now. If you ask him in a passive-aggressive way, when are you finally going to clean that backyard? You are direct and specific, but because you don't tell him anything nice about himself, he will already feel defensive. So instead, you tell him that you really appreciate it, that he always helps you with chores around the house. And then you continue by telling him, I know that you have a super busy schedule, but do you think you could take 1 hour out of your time and clean the backyard today? And that brings me to point number 2. Never ask your man for too many things at the same time, because a man is a problem solver. But when you give him a whole list of problems he needs to deal with, then he's overwhelmed because he can't deal with having all this responsibility at once. So don't tell him, if you're gonna do the garden, can you then also throw away the garbage? And don't forget, it's your turn today to take out the dogs. And the last thing is, talk to him not when it's good for you, but when the timing is right for him. For example, when he's watching television, he will be distracted, so he won't be focused to listen to what you have to say. Or when he's just walked through the door after a long day at work, he needs to be able to switch off a bit before he can listen to things that you want him to solve. Because all day long, out there in the world, he's been solving problems already.